All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our annual high school awards ceremony. Gratefully appreciate all of the community members that were able to join us this morning. We have a lot of fantastic students to recognize, and we are going to get right to it. Joining us first from the Geneva Academic Boosters, Jeff Griffiths.
Good morning. Hi. All right. These first two awards are actually for recognizing teachers, and so I will get right into it. The first two awards are really reminders for all of us to tell people that have had an impact on our life that they've had an impact on our life, right? You don't need an award to do that or any special day. So, especially seniors, but really any one of us. If someone's made you smile or made your day better or made a significant impact on who you are, tell them, right? Tell them. So, all right, so the first awards I just want to mention are the All-Timer Awards. This is our third year doing this. This is a chance for each year's senior class to nominate their all-time favorite teacher in each of the elementary schools and the middle school. So seniors, you had a chance to nominate your faves, your GOATs from each of these places. The winning teachers were decided upon by the Geneva Academic Boosters. We looked at all the nominations, and we have a score sheet, which we score out the votes, and so that there's kind of a fair way to assess by number of votes and by the compelling comments that each of you had made. So the winners get all sorts of goodies, included they do get the all-timer GOAT shirt. Each one will get as well. So, and it'll say class of 2025 on the bottom. So, okay. Also, a quick note, as a reminder, the Academic Boosters, we do tons of different recognition. Seniors, during your graduation practice, you will be getting recognition for this year's academic year. If you got over a 3.5, your first time, you'll get, again, our academic letter, our academic lamp for year 2, our pin for year 3, and for those who have gotten over 3.5, all 4 years, you'll get Academic Boosters cords. More cords! Yay. Okay. So your all-timer winners, we are going to have some of the nominators surprise each of the teachers at their school building this year with the all-timer award. So don't spoil it. If you see these teachers out and about, or if they're your coach or something else, don't tell them. Let it be a surprise, please. Thank you. All right, so your all-timers this year from Austinburg. Couple nominations said her outstanding compassion and care for her students is unmatched. She constantly pushed her students to be better in the classroom and always looked out for her students. Funny, making great at making sure the material is learned. An excellent teacher both years that I had her. Always extremely helpful to me and always willing to show me the right way to do things. From Austinburg, it was Mrs. Cozy. From GPS. Amazing at teaching the history and science of the world to young kids. Always had me intrigued and overall a very nice lady. The first teacher who made me feel seen. I felt like I could go to her with problems I had. Mrs. Ramsey was the first teacher I had that helped me learn how to read without making me feel dumb for struggling so late in life. She's one of the kindest people I've ever met, and I don't know who I would be as a person without her. Mrs. Ramsey. From Cork. When I moved here, she was the first teacher I met. She was so excited to meet me and made sure I felt welcome. She introduced me to paranormal and fantasy books, and I will ever be thankful. I remember the first time I met her, she said I'd never met a Penelope in class before, and she never forgot me since. My mom now works at Cork, and all the teachers know my name, but she stood out to me, and that's Mrs. Jackham. And from Geneva Middle School, she's more than just a teacher, constantly being there for kids who needed her. Her teaching style was very efficient, and she allowed a good bit of fun. She never failed to make her students smile and laugh while inflicting life lessons that I still carry today. She fueled my already burning love for science and finding out the unexplained. I wasn't the brightest people, but she made me feel smart. She loved my science fair project report. And not my poster. It wasn't finished. And I still think she uses the report as an example for how the report should look. She's a great teacher, and I hope people think the same. She always managed to make me feel safe, engaged, and interested, while also teaching me so much. Her class is when I first discovered my love for science. She has a kind heart and always came to school with a smile on her face. In the middle school, Mrs. Long. So those are your all-timers, class of 2025. Other classes, you can vote for your GOAT teachers in the next couple years. So get out the vote, all right? For the Teacher of the Year. So this is the third year that Geneva Academic Boosters Club has provided the Teacher of the Year award. And it's really just our way for you all, students, faculty, and staff, to nominate an educator who's had an impact on your life. Nominations, again, are open to all students, teachers, and staff at Geneva. The winning teacher was selected by the Geneva Academic Boosters, looking at a scoring criteria that, again, looked at first votes, second nominations, and comments and impact. We received 67 nominations this year, 97% from students. 47% of the total votes were from seniors. Go seniors. 32% from freshmen. 17% from sophomores. And 3% from juniors. All right, so get out the vote, juniors. All right, so for administrators and any school board members, 30 different teachers got at least one vote as a Teacher of the Year. That's pretty awesome, right? 30 different educators, one of you said, had an impactful, made an impact on their life. So that's pretty awesome stuff, right? This person had 12 first place nominations and a second place nomination. And some of the comments were, he's very nice and good at his job because he actually interacts with students and shows them how to get things done the right way instead of handing them a packet. He's a great guy and a great motivator. He inspired everyone he taught, inspired everyone to work hard and never give up until it was done. And he's really cool, kind, and a funny person. He makes coming to school enjoyable, along with making his class fun and easy to enjoy. This year's Teacher of the Year is new to the building in a partnership with ATEC. And the 2024-2025 Geneva High School Teacher of the Year is Andrew Thompson. Come on up, come on up. He gets a beautiful plant, a fun little apple, has it engraved. Thank you. Congratulations. Hang on, more goodies. Some gift cards and goodies, including sports so he can get some Geneva gear. And there's that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. You want to introduce me?
All right. We all know her and love her, so I'm going to call up Mrs. Beth Sobalski from Youth Leadership, Ashtabula County. Our group of Geneva students is the largest Ashtabula County has and continues to grow, and I think it's because of the outstanding youth leadership program that Mrs. Sobalski puts together for us. She's a little light in voice, so Mrs. Markajon will be assisting her today.
Good morning, everyone. Like Mr. King said, I lost my voice last week, and it's taken a little time to recover, but I think I can get through most of this. And thank you to Mrs. Markajon for assisting me this morning. As Mr. King said, I'm Beth Sobalski, Executive Director of Leadership, Ashtabula County. And as always, I'm sure most of you know I have a lot of capacities here in Geneva, and I'm always so very, very proud to be connected to each and every one of you in some way. And I'm always impressed by your community work that you do, the way that you represent the school, and thank you for being such upstanding citizens, both in the classroom and in the community. You're all here because you're amazing, and keep up the good work. That was off the cuff, so let me go back now to my other comments. So, Leadership Ashtabula County is a nonprofit formed in 1989 to encourage, educate, and stimulate individuals of all ages to become more familiar with, more interested in, and engaged in all facets of civic endeavor that affect county citizens. So hopefully those of you who participated in our program can share some of the stories that you've learned throughout the year or two that you've been traveling around Ashtabula County, and can share with your friends how amazing it is here. And hopefully most of you that are have your futures planned out, part of that future is to come back and contribute all of your talents and treasures right here in our wonderful county. Today we want to recognize seniors who participated in youth leadership, both junior and senior year. We do have a few who participated in only senior year. Those who participated in both years received a certificate and a cord to wear at graduation. So when you see graduates with a red cord, that means they did 2 years of youth leadership. Those seniors who did 1 year received a certificate. So if Mrs. Markajon could read the names, I'll shake your hands.
After we read the first name, if we want to do just to represent. Okay, so our seniors: Joanna Armington, Lucas Barbo, Sophia Bell, Michaela Bernardo, Preston Cash, Jamil Douglas, Bridget Doherty, Sophie Galeazzo, Abigail Griffiths, Abigail Johnson, Tyler Lee, Peyton Leiter, Michelle McDaniel, Patrick McKinney, Kayla Pelletier Robinson, Abraham Rosales, Eva Sabo, Donald Shimsky, Olivia Todd, Yanhel Velez Kotz, and Wesley Walls.
Yeah, right. I thought they were going to stop. I did too. I thought they just go. Just one last thank you to and congratulations to our seniors. Now I'd like to recognize the Geneva students who completed the class of 2025 Youth Leadership Program. Many of these students will return in the fall for YL2 class of 2026. We had a great year full of some need for flexibility, and you all handled it brilliantly, and I appreciate your willingness to stick with us all year. So I'll have Mrs. Markajon read those names. One clap for sure, because we have a lot of names to read.
All right, for the juniors: Riley Andrusis, Amelia Armington, Isabella Baker, Cameron Bushnell, Claire Cafaro, Kaylin Surgeon, Miles Colgan, Sarah Cybalski, Zachary Dunn, Ava Encarnacion, Amy Fernandez, Isabella Futchko, Paxton Galeazzo, Alexandra Into, Gianna Markajon, Jillian Menard, Ella Nisep, Dominic Palmisano, Ella Park, Bryce Pete, Isaiah Rose, Joel Alexander Sanchez, Addison Satterfield, Adeline Shepard, Bradley Walls, and Brooklyn Wiest. And congratulations.
I'd like to say thank you to the students for participating in this impactful program. I would also like to thank Mr. King and the administration for supporting these students in our programming. They do leave school one day a month, so it's important that we have the support of our staff and teachers, and I thank you for that.
All right, and now joining us, you've seen him many times in our high school, whether at his table, encouraging everybody to do pull-ups, making them do push-ups, or other fun things. On behalf of the United States Marine Corps, Sergeant Jesse Pat.
Good morning. I have three awards for 4 different individuals. These were nominated by your teachers, your staff at the school. These individuals aren't necessarily joining the military, but they have military-like qualities, which is why the school has nominated for these. So to begin, for 250 years, the Marines have been recognized as the greatest warfighting organization in the world. We earned that reputation because in the Marines, they teach every new recruit the value of physical and mental strength. Mental strength that comes from academic study. This award reinforces the tough and smart image of the Marine Corps by recognizing noteworthy academic achievements as well as leadership excellence. I'm honored to recognize the efforts of a special student. This student has demonstrated outstanding citizenship and leadership in academics. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Abigail Castrilla. Since the United States was established 250 years ago, we have been challenged with some of the most demanding physical standards in the world. All Marines are required to be in their absolute top physical condition in order for the Marine Corps to respond to our nation's calls. The Marine Corps realizes that the foundation for good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletic organizations. In addition to good training habits, high school athletes are well aware of teamwork and discipline, two important elements in the makeup of a Marine. For this reason, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in supporting high school athletics by presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award. This year's recipients, who are recognized for displaying courage, self-confidence, and leadership in high school sports, are Austin Murphy and Annabelle Bragg. All right, it gives me pleasure to finally award the Semper Fidelis Award for musical excellence, the special forces of the high school. The United States Marine Corps is proud to have one of the most finest musical programs in the world. The most notable member of the program is the Marine Corps Band, also known as the President's Own, from Washington, D.C. This prestigious musical organization was formed in 1798 and has played at every presidential inauguration since Thomas Jefferson. The Marine Corps realizes that there would be no Marine band without dedicated young musicians. For this reason, the Marine Corps supports the high school band program by awarding the Semper Fidelis Award. I am honored to present this year's Semper Fidelis Award for recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman to Nicole Harrison. That completes my awards. Thank you.
All right, next up, from the United States Navy, you've seen him throughout our halls for quite some time. I'm going to welcome up Petty Officer Andrew Hill. This is his last year with us. Very soon, he will be shipping off to Japan to represent the United States in Japan.
Yep. Morning, everyone. Let's just take a minute to marvel at how good I look. Feel free to take it in. There we go. I like it. Like the energy. Yep. So we're here to honor a student of 2025 who has enlisted. I couldn't deter him from enlisting, no matter how hard I tried. I met him back in October, something like that. He actually reached out to us. He is going to be doing IT on submarines. And he got, a $45,000 sign-on bonus, something like that? Something like that. So let's give a round of applause to Colin Cantrell. Go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up so everyone could, because it's fun for me. All right. That's all I got. I appreciate you. Have a fun year.
All right. Next up, we have representatives to share with us who has been nominated from Geneva High School for Buckeye Boys State and Buckeye Girls State. I'd like to welcome up Deborah Caranci and Daryl DeFabio.
Good morning, everybody. So Deborah and I are representing the George Call American Legion Post right in Geneva, Ohio, right where the old Geneva Elementary School used to be. And we're both veterans, and we're both alum from GHS. Give it up for us. Deb graduated in 2010. I was 2015. Premature family balding. All right. So we were expecting Sergeant Joseph Speck to take a little more time, but the Army didn't show up. But that's okay. I was in the Navy. Excuse me. I was in the Navy, and Deb started out in the Air Force, and she ended up in the Army. Basically, the American Legion is a organization representing veterans of various stages of military history. We try to provide community service and give back to the communities. So what is Boys State and Girls State? Well, basically, as the name implies, there are two different organizations set up. And the mission is to provide an educational and leadership opportunity that exposes young men and women to the rights and privileges, the duties and responsibilities, and the love for God and country necessary to being self-governing citizens. You want to read the vision statement? Through a practical and objective, nonpartisan approach, the participants in the Boys and Girls States programs are exposed to the fundamental democratic principles in local, county, and state elections and government functions, which prepare you for more leadership roles in patriotic American citizens. All right, so what this means is that these four individuals we are going to recognize, they're going to go away for a week in June. It's all expenses paid. It's at a college. They're going to be highly recruited and sought after by many colleges, possibly Ivy League, Big Ten, MAC schools. And the bottom line is that they are juniors. So if you're a sophomore, know these people, ask them questions. Find out how it was, because we continue to plan to pursue providing opportunities for you as juniors to go to, first, the girls are going to Bowling Green State University. Where's the young man in the sweatshirt right there? You going there? Congrats. Okay, the girls are going to go to Bowling Green State. The boys are going to go to Miami University. Again, it's all funded by the American Legion. Okay, so First, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Kim DeBacher, who helped us facilitate the interviews. Give it up for her. And then I need some help with the teacher who helped also promote it in the classroom. Who was that? Mr. Cafaro, thank you very much. And we basically came in on a wintry day and interviewed these four, and we were blown away, literally by the school, by the representation of your class, the way we were greeted in the office. So it's great to see things are great still happening at Geneva High. Thank you very much for that. Welcome. All right, so basically we're going to just read the names. We'll ask them to come up and receive their certificates. And then as you heard, they're going to be away in June. And then as you get back into school as a sophomore becoming a junior, feel free to ask these four about their experience. We'd love to maybe meet with you next year and find out if you're eligible to go and enjoy this same program. So Deb, I'll let you take it away. Thank you.
It was a great pleasure to meet with the four students. They were very impressive. They knew their stuff. And it was really good for Geneva High School to represent them. So at this time, we'll be reading their names off that they're going to get their certificate. I have Isabella Baker and Sophia Ellick.
And if we could have join them on stage, Zachary Dunn and Jovan Sanchez. Thank you very much.
All right, you know her, you love her. Next up, Mrs. Ann Markajon is coming up to share with us the winner of the University of Rochester Bosch and Loam Honorary Science Award. It is also the longest name of an award we have today.
Good morning. The Bosch and Loam Honorary Science Award is represented from the University of Rochester. It is my pleasure to represent this award from the Science Department. The Science Department is honoring this award, which is voted by the teachers here at GHS, and is presented each year to Geneva's top 11th grade science student. This is always a very difficult selection process. We have some amazing kids in the program, but one kind of stood out this year. So this student was selected because of her consistent demonstration of commitment to doing her best in the classroom. She is incredibly hardworking and shows a genuine interest in the science field. The winner of this year's award is in the running for a scholarship to the University of Rochester, should they choose to attend that school, that could be up to $5,000 per year. So it is my honor this year to congratulate our recipient, Mary Alice Morales. Also, on behalf of the Science Department, I would like to recognize at this time those students who took the time to put in a little extra effort to explore, research, and conduct a science fair project. We were very impressed with your ideas and hope that potentially this project might inspire a future career in the science field. Sophie Galeazzo, Michelle McDaniel, Lillian Nadzin, Mickey Zhang, Amelia Armington, Christina Baker, Sarah Cybalski, Ricky DePetta, Alexandra Into, Adeline Shepard, Bradley Walls, Victoria Armington, Leah Bell, Kaliana Boland, Jesse Butterfield, Haley Crane, Matthew Ellis, Isabella Ferrante, Brendan Fobel, Danny Freeman, Calum Gill, I apologize, Brody Ham, Nathan Hutchins, Natalie Morales, Nathan Opron, Julia Trask, Riley Williams, Mayank Yadav, Cameron Yost, Palmer Dodd, Lucy Peterson, Eva Pfeiffer, and Gavin Queen. Congratulations.
All right, next up, it is my honor to present the Phi Beta Kappa Award. Phi Beta Kappa is an honorary academic organization for college students. It is the oldest and most prestigious organization of its kind in the United States. Each year, the Cleveland chapter of the Phi Beta Kappa organization recognizes one student from each of the 130 different schools in Northeast Ohio of the students who have shown the greatest promise and ability while still in high school that they would like to see within their organization when they go on to college. So this student presents themselves as a collegiate student while still in high school. And this year they are honored to choose Preston Cash. Congratulations. It was alluded to earlier, this day would not be possible without a certain someone, and she hates being talked about in public. She hates people saying thank you. She hates having any type of spotlight on her, and that's why I'm dragging this out as long as possible, because if it wasn't for this person, this day would not have happened, nor tomorrow. And for those of you who know, that's Senior Scholarship Day. Please, please, please give a big round of applause to Mrs. Kim DeBacker.
Thank you, Mr. King. Anyway, I'm here to award the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Award. Founded in 1958, the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Program's mission is to inspire and develop our global community of youth and volunteers to a life dedicated to leadership, service, and innovation. The HOBie program provides youth selected by their schools to participate in unique leadership training, service learning, and motivation building experiences. This year, we have 3 students representing Geneva High School at this camp over the summer. These students are Hannah Dunn, Julia Craig, and Joseph Pecor. Come on.
this time, I'd like to welcome back Mr. Griffiths, who will be handing out the Outstanding Writer Awards. Boop, boop, boop.
All right. Again, I'm Jeff Griffiths. I'm the treasurer of the Geneva Academic Boosters Club and have the honor of giving out the Junior and Senior Writing Award. The Academic Boosters provides a small check, award, financial award for each winner, but the award is decided upon by the English Language Arts staff, and I believe dates back to the 1990s. I do want to say, just a reminder, each one of you have an immense power to do good, to help people, to improve lives. Tomorrow, especially at the Scholarship Assembly, you'll hear lots of people say that you're tomorrow's leaders. And to me, that's BS, right? You're the leaders today in this classroom, in your home, in the community, in our world. By big acts or small acts, big movements, you can change the world. So I encourage you to do that. So please, in a world of hate, division, disinformation, and distraction, choose community, acceptance, compassion, and facts, okay? All right, so now on to the Writer Award. As I said, submissions were provided and the English Language Arts staff made decisions for the Junior and Senior Writing Award. On the way here, I was thinking the importance of writing. I was thinking of that granola bar. I don't know if you've seen it, called That's It, period, right? That could go a lot of different directions with punctuation and grammar. That's it? That's it. Right? A lot of things there. I promised my daughter, Abby, that I would not do any puns this year for this award. I've closed that chapter of my life. That old me is in the books. So to present this award again, I have once again brought my magic pen. It can write, yeah, it's true. It can write anything, anywhere. It can write in space. It can write in the desert. It can write in the ocean. It's magic. So congrats to our 2025 Writer Award winners who both brought good scribes today. They avoided double negatives, a big no-no, and were on the right track with their entries. Frankly, they both made us authors we can't refuse. So anyways, our Junior Writer Award winner is Chase Nicastro. And our Senior Award winner, the Junior Award winner last year, Sophie Galeazzo. Have a great day.
Okay, the next award will be delivered by Mrs. Andrusas and Ms. Conrad. Some of you affectionately call them Mom because they save your life every single day. Please understand that they save my life every single day because they do 10,000 things for every single one of us daily, whether it's passes, whether it's phone calls home, whether it's reminding me to eat. They do it all, and they do it all for you guys. They do it all for us, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, to present the Outstanding Service to the Principal's Office Award, Ms. Andrusas and Mrs. Conrad.
Thank you, Mr. King. And he made it really simple for me. These guys do everything for us, and they keep things rolling in the office for us. We really appreciate the time that they donate to us and spend away from study hall when they could be studying. Instead, they're working for us. Riley Andrusas, Kaylin Surgeon, Haley Crane, Sarah Cybulski, Ricky DePetta, Ava Fox, Paxton Galeazzo, Julia Craig, Alex Intu, Gianna Markajan, Bryn McCormick, Megan McNeil, Natalie Morales, Aiden Palinkas, Aubrey Petrinsky, Matt Oros, Emily Roybal, and Addie Satterfield. Guys, thank you so much for everything you do all year for us. Thanks for keeping the office running smoothly alongside of us. We appreciate you.
All right. Next up is outstanding service to the guidance office. So just a very, very quick thank you. Come on in. If you've been here before, come on in. There we go. So presenting this will be Mr. Mansky and Mrs. Hurst. You guys know how I feel about Mr. Mansky. But Mrs. Hurst, who we don't get to talk about enough, many of you who go to guidance are either having a problem about your future, you need something sent somewhere, you're begging for a transcript to go, you're begging for a piece of paper, you're begging for something so you can get your future unlocked. And some of you go into guidance because you need help with the present. Something's bothering you. You're not feeling so great about something that's going on. She handles 90% of what walks through that door. She's probably the original guidance counselor that you guys see before you get to Mr. Mansky or Mrs. DeBacker, and thank you so much for that, all that you do. And thanks, Mansky.
Good morning, folks. I just want to thank the students for these earning these the service of the guys department, because you guys are a valuable asset to help make my job a little easier. Mrs. Hurst and Mrs. DeBacker, be very difficult without your help, and I appreciate your humor and some of the insights of swag and different things that go on. Ashley, it just kind of keeps me a little more grounded to their generation. So without further ado, Addison Cordova, Ashley Dewey, Chloe Dodge, Hannah Dunn, Zachary Dunn, Sophia Ellick, Kayla Hyde, Jazz Jote, Delaney Kobus, Josephine Latza, Tim Nolan, Andrew Orrs, Ella Park, Delaney Paxton, Noah Peterson, Nathan Regal, Evelyn Ruck, Luke Simmons, and Abby Wickline. Thank you. We'll get the words out here.
All right, I'm back. Next up, best of the class. You guys have seen those commercials on TV, Channel 5. I know when I was a kid, all you had was 3, 5, and 8. 19 was a big deal. You guys with your 38,000 channels. Anyways, best of the class. Channel 5, along with the support of the Ohio Lottery Commission, is proud to honor Northeast Ohio's top academic achievers in the annual Best of Class. This program recognizes top achieving graduating seniors from high schools around the region. Nominated students will be included in 30-second commercials that are intended to congratulate the hard work of these students and encourage academic excellence in others. Geneva's representative for the Best of the Class commercials will be Preston Cash and Sophie Galeazzo. right. Next up, you can't have Batman without Robin. Mr. Chenoweth, who keeps us all in line, including myself. He keeps me motivated, on track, and honest to goodness, probably the best assistant principal I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Mr. Chenoweth, Outstanding Artist of the Year.
Good morning. Today, Mrs. Monahan would like to honor a very special artist for Artist of the Year. This student is the only student to ever sign up for 2 art courses at the same time, which was last year, and somehow pull off an A+ in both courses. She is talented and driven to make the world a more beautiful place with her art skills. Chloe Ellsworth is the Outstanding Art Student for the class of 2025. Congratulations, Chloe.
Next up, presenting the awards for the botany team is Mrs. Dragon. So while the rest of us go outside and look at things and go, what is that? They actually know what that is. So give a hand for these guys.
Good morning, everyone. Presenting botany. This is probably one of the epic years that I have had for botany. First off, I've always had only 5 students. This year, I am so proud to have 3 teams, 14 students that competed, and I'm hoping that we can continue doing this. Botany doesn't sound like a fun thing to do. What it is we go out and we take plants and we look at them so in detail to get them down to their genus species. And these students were remarkable. The first thing I would like to do is to bring up my experienced team. My experienced team is Lillian Nadzen, Julia McDaniel, Preston Cash, Alyssa Bales. And I brought props. So, the reason that I wanted to bring these 4 up is because we have not brought home first place in wildflower identification in, I think, early 2000s. We have come close. We have tied for second place. We have been in third place multiple times. These 4 brought it home this year, and I just cannot thank them enough. They are my experienced team. They did this for 2 years, and they had to go out there and identify 34 plants. They were able to get 29 of them correct. This is all of Ashtabula County who competes for this. And so that's why we were fighting and fighting to get the first place back to Geneva, and they did it. Thank you. So one of the things I do want to point out is they did get second place last year for the wildflowers. And again, last year, they brought home first place in the tree identification. This year, they brought home first place for tree identification again. I'm just impressed. One of the things is that they have to work through this book, and this is not an easy thing to do. And the other 2 teams had to work through this book as well. And the reason I brought my second prop was because we were out there in rain torrential rain. My brand new books are completely soaked because they stood out there for a good 5 hours in pouring down rain and identified and practiced, and that's why we did so good. Now, the other two teams that I would like to bring up, so this is the Geneva Bros, by the way. The next team, the Botany Bros. I apologize. I wrote it down wrong. The second team was the Maple Syrup team. I would like to bring up Peace Wichara, Cherry Downs, Cam Dungan, Haley Burns, Johan, did I say it right? Velez. Yanel, oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I've been practicing everybody's name but Yanel's. All right, so this is my maple syrup team. And I have to say, we have fun. It is one of those days out that you just have to enjoy the people that you're with. And every single time we came back, we were always smiling, even though we were in the rain. Okay, my next team, the Sassafras, I would like to bring up Jasper Pennington, Ysalis Rodriguez, Nevaeh Hicks, Owen Benoit, Andrea Ramos. This team I am calling up on behalf of Mrs. Unsinger. She was the one who got my third team gathered together. And can I just say that these last two teams, they did a phenomenal job. Their job was to identify 30 plants in the wildflower identification. And my maple syrup team, they were able to identify 17 correctly. And my sassafras team identified 16 correctly. So they were neck and neck, and it was just very impressive. So I just give them a round of applause. They did a great job. And I will give you your certificates on the way out, okay? Come on.
All right. Coming back to the stage, Mrs. DeBacker for our foreign exchange students.
All right, good morning again. Caught off guard the first time. Anyway, in guidance, we get to do a lot of things throughout the year. We get to meet all of you students. We get to work with every single person here at one point or another throughout the year. But every year, we are lucky enough to host some foreign exchange students. And one of the most enjoyable times of the year is getting to meet these students and see them progress throughout the year, see them fit in with us. They truly, you hear that saying, once an eagle, always an eagle. These students truly exemplify that. They get involved. You've seen some of them up here today. They get involved in our activities. They go out there. They make an impression on everyone here. And I'm sure lots of you out there have a story now to tell about the foreign exchange student. Later on, when you're my age, you will remember the foreign exchange students that you got to share time with while here in high school. Some of you will stay in contact. Hopefully they will come back and visit someday. So it is, one of those exciting times. I absolutely love to sit down with them every year, try to work out a schedule. Sometimes it takes a few tries before we get the right classes for them, but it's always a challenge, always, something that we enjoy doing. This year, we've had, we started off with 5 foreign exchange students. We've had 4 of them all year, except for Yuska, and he had to leave today. He's actually probably getting on the plane as we speak, so he's not here today to recognize. But we do have 3 students still here, and the first one, I have to say, we spent probably 45 minutes, and every time I saw him, we practiced his name, Giuseppe Eofrate. Which one of these individuals? Second one is Leah Kaufman. And the third one that is still here today is Peace Washira.
On behalf of Madame Wood, who could not join us today, I am pleased to present what will be the last Outstanding French Student Award. As you know, our French program, this is the last year, and this student has exemplified being très magnifique in his work, and for that, we would like to honor Preston Cash. All right. So the siren of the stage, the magnificent maestro of our musicals and all of our amazing plays here, Mrs. Christopher.
The GHS Theater program has had an exciting year filled with learning, laughter, and love, our theme for the 24-25 school year. Our fall show, You Can't Take It With You, was a joy to share with this year's students and audiences. Our spring musical, Freaky Friday, challenged the students, and audiences were appreciative and supportive. One act saw 65 Mustang and Storm in the Dorm bring laughter to our seasoned actors and our newbies. We also added 2 exciting new classes to the theater curriculum, underlining the importance of technical theater. We are grateful to have learned so much this year. The unique aspect of the GHS theater program is that students are not only acting on stage, but students are running all of the technical elements: lights, sound, costumes, set crew, set painting, stage management, props, house, and publicity. Students start as an apprentice in their chosen area, learning the intricacies of their technical crew and then teaching new members each year. Every so often, a student excels so well that he or she becomes a master. This year, we have 3 awards for technical achievement. Serving on the publicity crew demands great organization, writing, talent, and people skills. It requires being a link to the media and the public. For the past 3 years, 2 young women have worked tirelessly in writing, publicizing, and taking hundreds of photographs. Beginning first with research on each play, these young women designed posters and tickets as well as a cafeteria display for every show. They spent the past year teaching underclassmen the skills necessary to take over upon their graduation. Each young woman brings their own individual skills to the publicity team, but both work beautifully together. Before working in publicity, each spent time learning the craft of theater and stage management and as actresses. They both appeared in Annie, one as an orphan and one as Sandy the dog. The GHS theater program is indebted to both young women for their time, their skills, and their enthusiasm. Awards for technical achievement in publicity go to Gabby Clue and Abby Castrella. Costumes help to explain who a character is and how a character connects to the world in which this action is set. It is not just about picking out the right clothes, but about creating a plot that tells a story along with the playwright. 4 years ago, a shy and quiet young woman joined our costume crew. She was quick to learn, but barely said a word. And while her ideas were creative, at first it was difficult for this young woman to have the confidence necessary to share. Each show, she gained more confidence, and her organizational skills gave order to the costume rooms. This costumer worked on My Sister Eileen, A Christmas Carol, Annie, Radium Girls, Matilda, You Can't Take It With You, Freaky Friday, and numerous one-act plays. She trained several members of the costume crew and outfitted over 100 actors. I am happy to give an award in technical achievement for costumes to Alyssa Bales. Each year, the Geneva High School Thespians grant an award to the graduating senior who has earned the most drama points throughout his or her high school career. Points translate into hours and hours of work on stage and off. For the first year ever, there are 2 recipients of this award, both young women having obtained the same amount of points for the continuous contributions to theater. Both young women appeared in My Sister Eileen, A Christmas Carol, Annie, Radium Girls, Matilda, and Freaky Friday. Both have worked in costumes, both have served as mistress of ceremonies for one acts, and both served 1 year as president of Thespians and another year as vice president. Their journey in the GHS theater is similar but not the same. Each young woman shared her own unique talents. One young woman worked in props and the other in stage management. One young woman stunned audiences with her portrayal of Grace Fryer in Radium Girls. The other had the audience laughing uncontrollably with her portrayal of Lily St. Regis in Annie. Both young women have bright futures ahead, and we were very lucky to have them for a little while on our stage here in Geneva. The High Point Thespian Awards go to Lillian Nadzen and Julia McDaniel. Last one, guys. The highest award we have in the GHS theater program is the Outstanding Thespian Award for a thespian who has gone above and beyond to improve our program. It is not an award we give out every year because so many of our wonderful students give a great deal of their time and talents to our program. However, it is very clear to me that one student has given so unselfishly of herself that the stage is brighter and my heart is lighter because of her. This amazing young woman joined an introduction to drama class 3 years ago, and she started doing improvisations When she started doing improvisations, she was not too confident in what to say or do, but her fears soon fell away, and she expressed a desire to be in a play. Her first play was A Christmas Carol, where she worked tirelessly on her lines and her blocking. While memorization was a challenge for her, she never gave up, pushing herself and her fellow cast members to work harder for the sake of the show. This was to be the first of 6 shows for this young woman. She acted in 5 and served as assistant stage manager for You Can't Take It With You. Her contributions on and off stage were persistence, diligence, and constant encouragement for everyone. Her catchphrase for fellow actors and crew was, "You got this," and my own personal favorite was when she told me, "We have to think about what's best for the show, Mrs. Christopher," when I hesitated with difficult decisions. Her enthusiasm for theater is as contagious as her smile. Her willingness to work hours and hours on a challenging dance, or to run for props or costumes, or to stand backstage encouraging the actors, all of these things she did with a full heart. I am forever grateful for the lessons she has taught us all, and I'm proud to present the Outstanding Thespian Award to Skylar Demos.
All right. We are going to welcome Senora Durkovic, who is going to now take us back to the Senior Spanish Award for Outstanding Students.
Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos y al auditorio. I want to start off saying how this year was very difficult in selecting just one outstanding senior in Spanish. Across the board, several of our students have had great success in their high school career in Spanish class. In fact, last year, seniors reported to me over the summer their scores of their entrance exam for Spanish courses from their respective colleges. And I'm proud to say that these results are quite frankly unreal. We have had several students who entered college only needing one course to obtain their minor in Spanish. And so this goes back to the hard work of our amazing GHS students and also seeing the value in learning the Spanish language for their future careers. I also want to thank Mrs. Best for her outstanding foundation that she lays for these students in Spanish 1. Our seniors have just finished a 3-week grueling national biliteracy exam, and unfortunately, those scores are coming in way too slow. We only have back 1 out of 15 scores, and our very own Roberto Aparicio passed with extremely high scores. So congratulations, Roberto. Where are you at? Raise your hand. Yeah. I wish I could announce more names, but those scores are not yet in. And guys, I just want to tell you that as they come in, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, I will definitely reach out to you to let you know those scores. The Outstanding Senior Spanish Award is awarded to a senior who has taken Spanish 1 through 4 and has demonstrated the following: a strong work ethic in the classroom, good communication skills in the target language, and a positive attitude towards teachers and classmates. This year's recipient has worked hard in the classroom from day one. This recipient not only works hard, but also has a quiet but yet positive attitude. I have come to know this recipient well over the last 3 years of Spanish, and I'm looking forward to seeing this young man return to Geneva High School someday to share his many accomplishments I know he will soon be having in college. Without further ado, this year's Outstanding Senior Spanish Award goes to Edras Chirinos. Felicidades! Ven aquí. Where is he? Is he here? He's not here? Okay. All right. He is not here. But real quick though, I'd like all of my students that took the 3-week exam, biliteracy exam, please stand. We'd like to give you guys a round of applause for getting through it. Yeah. Awesome. Great job, guys. Great job.
So Mrs. Markajon is making her way back to the stage, and just let that sink in how much Mrs. Markajon also does for this building. She fills in so many different roles. For some of you, she's actually mom. For some of us, she's kind of mom, and she saves my neck quite a bit. So thank you for everything, Mrs. Markajon. She is up here now for Quiz Bowl.
Thank you. Mrs. Unsinger really wanted to be the one presenting tonight, or this morning, but she is unfortunately at the middle school. So on behalf of Mrs. Unsinger and myself, we have had the great honor of assisting with our Quiz Bowl team over the past couple years. We have been so incredibly blessed to continue to grow our program, and this year we can report that we had 28 active participants this year. Many schools in our area are struggling to just have enough participants for a JV team or varsity and JV squad. So we're very lucky with the number of students that have come out. For those of you that are a little unfamiliar, Quiz Bowl is basically educational Jeopardy. Our students compete in a variety of topics from language, poetry, art, science, geography, and history. Our unique bunch each brings a little special sauce to our recipe of fun, laughter, competition, and knowledge. This year we had a very competitive record in our league and also performed well in our county and CVC tournaments. With many underclassmen joining us, we are very excited for what will come next season. We would like to thank the academic boosters for their generous support and donation of the patches that many of our students this year will be receiving. To be eligible, they needed to compete in basically 2.5 county matches on the season. I'd like to make just a couple special shout outs, recognition. Zachary Dunn, this year, who will be coming up in a minute, was the leading scorer for the JV in all county. So of all the schools, he had the leading score. And Bridget Doherty was the second leading average score for the varsity squad. And that includes the fact that she had to miss the last couple matches due to surgery. So amazing things that both of them were able to accomplish. And then a special shout out to the senior group. Many of you have been with me 3 to 4 years in our team, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of great memories, and I'm going to miss you tremendously. So congratulations. I'm going to call up the names, but then I'll hand out their certificates when we get out in the hallway because that gets a little long. Okay. Eva Pfeiffer, Lucy Peterson, John Cybalski, Palmer Dodd, Bryn McCormick, Hannah Dunn, Ethan Taylor, Chase Nicastro, Quinn Hurd, Zachary Dunn, Sarah Cybalski, Peace Washira, Yanhel Velez Katz, Olivia Todd, Noah Peterson, Kayla Pelletier Robinson, Peyton Leiter, Tyler Lee, Ryan Hobbs, Ava Herrick, Nicole Harrison, Sophie Galeazzo, Preston Cash, Bridget Doherty, Megan McNeil, Yuska, Ashley Dewey, and that's it. Congratulations and thank you. Not quite, but that's okay.
Before we do our final award, just a quick reminder for all for tomorrow's ceremony. It will be recorded. We are going to have an incredible amount of visitors with us. So we are asking that you just be as wonderful as you were today. If you mind dressing up a little bit, that might be nice. I know I don't do ties a lot. Tomorrow is probably a tie day. Oof. But we can do it, right? We can show them who we are. Because all the folks that earned the awards today, you are absolutely worth it. And we're going to make sure that this video gets online. And then for all the folks who've earned their awards tomorrow, they have put in a lot of hard work, effort, and energy. So if we could gussy ourselves up just a little bit, that would be great. Mr. Chenoweth decided to attack it early. He put on a tie today. Look at this guy. Come on, Mr. Chenoweth. Last but not least.
All right, today we want to recognize 3 students with perfect attendance for the 24-25 school year. Please give a round of applause for Maddie Manupella, Jackie Patterson, and Juan Tapia. All right, that concludes our award ceremony today. If you want to exit out the 200 side, thank you very much. We hope you have a great day.